the story of our green chicken from the lush green valleys of Sri Lanka. There's more to our chicken than just taste, freshness and nutrition. As a brand that caters to every walk of life, we always keep uncompromised quality in our line of work. And this is the science behind the goodness we produce. Anthony's is a relationship brand where we keep human values at the core of what we do. We are authentic as we sustain undisputed trust and a high level of integrity. Being a knowledge brand is our passion, where we invest in us.
Welcome to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya, which is the only higher educational institution in Sri Lanka which offers a bachelor's degree in veterinary science. The Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science has a long, illustrious history which goes back to 1947. In early 1980s, the Bachelor of Veterinary Science training program received the full faculty status. And from 2020, the curriculum was changed to a 5-year Bachelor of Veterinary Science degree program. This is the Department of Basic Veterinary Sciences, where your academic journey begins. The department, comprising of several laboratories, provides students with pedagogical and practical knowledge related to anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry of domestic species to veterinary undergraduates. This department lays the foundation to create qualified veterinarians who will play a major role in the health, economic, and socio-cultural paradigms in Sri Lanka. The Department of Veterinary Pathobiology provides an overall knowledge on veterinary pathology, veterinary parasitology, veterinary microbiology, veterinary immunology, and provides diagnostic services to the veterinary teaching hospital, veterinary teaching farm, state and private farms, and the general public. Rabies Diagnostic Laboratory, which was established in 2007, is one out of the 3 reference laboratories in Sri Lanka, established with the intention of diagnosing rabies and other neurological diseases in animals. The Center for Aquatic Animal Disease Diagnosis and Research provides services on health management to the state and commercial aquaculture enterprises as well as home aquaria in order to improve the health, welfare, and productivity of aquatic animals. The Department of Veterinary Public Health and Pharmacology conducts academic programs and research in the specific areas of veterinary public health, food technology and quality assurance, and veterinary pharmacology and toxicology. The Food Safety and Quality Assurance Laboratory of the University of Peradeniya is the first ISO 17025 accredited service laboratory in the entire university system in Sri Lanka. The Department of Farm Animal Production and Health imparts knowledge related to animal production and health to veterinary undergraduates. This department conducts academic courses with a blend of research and outreach activities on farm animal medicine, surgery, reproduction, and management. The newly established large animal teaching hospital is the only facility which is established to train the students in relation to the treatment of farm animals and is the only such facility in Sri Lanka. The veterinary teaching farm, which is located in Peradeniya, is also maintained under the Department of Farm Animal Production and Health. It provides practical skills and knowledge related to farm animal health and welfare for the veterinary undergraduates. The Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences provides knowledge to the students about medicine, surgery, and management of companion, wild, and zoo animals. The Veterinary Teaching Hospital, which functions under the Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, is the only such institution in Sri Lanka which not only provides training to the veterinary undergraduates, but also provides 24/7 assistance to animals in need. illustrious faculty was not an entity built on a single day, but is the result of years and years of hard work, dedication, and commitment. It is with great pride we state that the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science has been producing graduates who are competent, skillful critical thinkers who possess the unconditional love towards the profession. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure that we warmly welcome you all to the welcome ceremony of the batch 2024-2025 of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya.
Today marks the beginning of a new and significant chapter in the lives of our students, and we are honored to share this memorable occasion with distinguished guests, parents, academic staff members, and students.
To commence the proceedings of this ceremony, let us now invite the following distinguished guests for the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor Ranjit Pallegama,
The Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Dr. A.W. Kalupahana, the Dean, Faculty of Medicine, Professor Samanna Nayakkara, representing all the other deans of the faculties of the University of Peradeniya,
the Head of the Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, Professor Anuradhika Disanayaka, representing all other heads of the departments of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science,
the Acting Registrar of the University of Peradeniya, Mr. K.A.B. Damunupala,
the Bursar of the University of Peradeniya, Mr. A.R. Arampath,
President of the Sri Lanka Veterinary Council, Professor Sampath Lokugalappatti,
the Coordinator of the Orientation Program, Dr. Chinta Premachandra,
the President of the Veterinary Students Union, Mr. Taraka Randuno,
one student representative from the batch 2024-2025. Thank you, and please remain standing for the University Anthem. Thank you, and please be seated. As we tell stories about the lives of others, we learn how to imagine what another creature might feel in response to various events. At the same time, we identify with the other creature and learn something about ourselves. This is exactly what education is all about. It is about reflexivity, it is about being critical, it is about being understanding and compassionate. Education will not only allow you to reconceptualize what you already know, but will shape you to what you are about to know.
Education is like a candle in the darkness. It is almost like learning an unknown language. And at times, you might just want to go home to the language in which you were known and loved. But remember that your duty now is not to go back, but to move on. Dear students, do remember this cardinal line by Karl Popper. True ignorance is not the absence of knowledge, but the refusal to acquire it.
Therefore, entering a university is not merely about gaining a degree or qualification, but it is about redefining the social reality you inhabit and to engage in a process of interventions. Therefore, you are entering into a hallowed, much revered space which have produced women and men of all caliber who have redefined spaces. To add to this faculty, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, is the only faculty that offers a BVSc degree program. But do not mistake it for a pure science based on positivism. It is much more multifaceted area of study which cuts across positivism and social constructivism.
Studying veterinary medicine is not only about treating companion animal as the dominant discourse states, but is about public health, food security, and economic security. Hence, the process of going through this course of study will transform you all as human beings. And as a young veterinary undergraduate, this is something you all need to think about seriously and take steps to transform yourself into lifelong learners. With that, let us now cordially invite the coordinator of the orientation program, Dr. Chinta Premachandra, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Theekshana. A very good morning to you all. Thank you, Theekshana. Very good morning to all. Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor Terence Madhujit, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ranjit Pallegama, Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Dr. Anil Kalupahana, all deans of the other faculties, Director Physical Education, Mr. S.U. Vijayasinghe, Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Mrs. Chandima Herath, President Sri Lanka Veterinary Council, Professor Sampath Lokugalapatti, heads of the departments, academic and non-academic staff of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, my dear students and parents. It's a great honor and privilege to welcome all of you to this memorable occasion in the welcome ceremony of the 2024-2025 batch. It is my great pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Terence Madhujit, and our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ranjit Pallegama, for gracing this important occasion with their presence. I also warmly welcome the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, the Deans of the other faculties, distinguished invitees, members of the academic and non-academic staff, and the parents joined us today. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to everyone whose dedication and hard work made this ceremony possible. Today's program promises to be both informative and inspiring. So you will hear addresses from the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, and our chief guest, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, who will share their vision and expectations for the university and the faculty, as well as the insights into the limitless opportunities available within the veterinary profession. In addition, you will enjoy a cultural performance presented by our students, hear from an award recipient recognized for outstanding academic achievement, and listen to a speech by the President of the Veterinary Students' Union, who will offer a student perspective on life at your faculty. Dear students, I still remember the year 2013, sitting in the back rows of chairs like you, with my parents on either side and a heart full of dreams, hopes, and expectations. The journey from where you now sit and to stand here today has been long and meaningful. What guided me along the way were determination, self-discipline, and responsibility, strengthened by the unwavering support of the excellent and friendly staff members of the faculty. So you are truly fortunate to become the part of the small yet strongly bonded family of Sri Lankan veterinarians, professionals who are now dispersed across the world yet remain connected through their shared values and training. On behalf of all our past graduates, I warmly welcome you to this unique faculty and to this noble profession. So, my dear students, embrace this golden opportunity, be the diligent learner, develop integrity and compassion, become the guardians who protect animals, the doctors who save their lives, the individuals who understand their emotions, and most importantly, the voice of the speechless. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. We now invite Dr. Anil Kalupahana, the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya, to address the gathering.
Dear Vice Chancellor, sir, Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir, Deans of other faculties, all distinguished invitees, heads of departments of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, and all the academic members of the faculty, all other invitees, and dear parents, and most importantly, the new coming students. Today marks the formal entry of 2024-2025 academic intake into the BVSc degree program. Despite the massive damage sustained due to the cyclone Ditwa, the faculty proceed with the admission schedule without deviation, which shows how resilient this faculty is. Dear students, you have completed the first half of the pre-vet course designed with two specific objectives: to bring your English language competency to the level adequate for academic and clinical work, and to orient you to the conventions and expectations of the university study and professional conduct. Both objectives are functional requirements of the BVSc program, not preparatory formalities. All of your prescribed textbooks are in English. Case documentation, clinical presentations, scientific reports, and correspondence are conducted in English. The foundation laid in the pre-vet course are therefore directly relevant to what you begin today. The Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science was formally established in 1980, though the history of veterinary training at this university extends to 1947, when the program was first approved under the then University of Ceylon. Since 1980, the faculty has operated as the sole institution in Sri Lanka training veterinary surgeons. The degree awarded, Bachelor of Veterinary Science or the BVSc, is the qualification recognized by the Veterinary Council of Sri Lanka for registration to practice as a veterinary surgeon. The faculty is organized into 5 departments: the Department of Basic Veterinary Sciences, Department of Veterinary Pathobiology, Department of Veterinary Public Health and Pharmacology, Department of Farm Animal Production and Health, and the Department of Clinical Sciences. You will move through all these 5 departments progressively across the 5 years of your study program. The BVSc curriculum was substantially revised following a formal twinning program with the Massey University of New Zealand, and it was facilitated under a World Organization of Animal Health intervention. As a result of this revision, duration was extended from 8 to 10 semesters, and the learning outcomes were aligned with OIE Day 1 competencies, that is, the international standard specifying what a newly graduated veterinary surgeon must be capable of upon entry to the independent practice. Veterinary medicine is frequently understood in narrow terms as clinical management of sick animals. That understanding does not adequately represent what the profession covers. I want to address this directly because it has practical implications of how you approach your studies. The contemporary scientific and regulatory framework within which veterinary medicine operates is the One Health concept. The formal recognition that human health, animal health, and environmental health are interdependent systems that must be addressed together. This is not a theoretical position. It is the operational basis of national and international disease management policy. Approximately 75% of emerging infectious diseases are zoonotic. That means transmitted from animals to humans. Control of these diseases in the animal population is a function of a veterinarian. The surveillance conducted on animal disease constitutes a direct contribution to national public health. Antimicrobial resistance is a further area in which the veterinary and human medical domains are inseparable. The use of antimicrobial agents in food producing animals contribute to the selection and dissemination of resistant organisms. Managing antimicrobial use in veterinary practice is therefore a matter with consequences as well beyond the individual animal or farm. This is an area in which veterinary graduates are increasingly expected to have both clinical competence and policy literacy. Veterinary inspection of slaughter facilities, monitoring of residues in food of animal origin, and certification of animal products for export are all statutory veterinary functions in Sri Lanka. The veterinarians working in this context is part of a regulatory system that protects public health and food safety. The World Veterinary Association's designation theme for 2026 is Veterinarians, Guardians of Foods and Health. The theme reflects the actual scope of the profession rather than an aspirational statement. The BVSA qualifies graduates for practical practice across number of professional domains. I will continue this briefly so that you have a clear picture of where the degree takes you. Companion animal practice covers the clinical management of dogs and cats and other companion animals. The clinical complexity involving in this segment is considerable and the species range is expanding as the companion animal population in Sri Lanka diversifies. Farm animal production and health operates primarily at herd and flock level. Veterinarians are concentrated not only with disease diagnosis and treatment in individual animals, but with reproductive performance, nutrition, biosecurity, and overall production efficiency. The economic dimensions of this work is significant and the implications for national food production are direct. Veterinary public health covers meat hygiene and inspection, food safety regulations, zoonotic surveillance and control, and environmental health monitoring. Veterinarians in this field work within government health systems and regulatory agencies in close collaboration with medical and public health officers. Wildlife and conservation medicine address the health of free-ranging captive wild animal populations. Sri Lanka's wildlife require veterinary attention for individual clinical interventions, population health assessment, and management in human-wildlife conflicts. This is a technically demanding area with interdisciplinary requirements in ecology and conservation biology. Aquatic animal health covers disease management in fish and other aquatic species, primarily in aquaculture context. The faculty maintains a center for aquatic animal disease diagnosis and research, and this area of practice is growing in national and regional importance as aquaculture production intensifies. Dear students, academic integrity, regular attendance, and professional conduct in clinical settings are not negotiable requirements. They are conditions of continued enrollment in a program that is preparing you for a regulated profession. To the parents and guardians present, your sons and daughters are entered a profession that is demanding in scope and duration. The 5-year degree is structured to produce graduates who are competent to practice independently. The level of preparation requires sustained engagement across all components of the program. This faculty has produced veterinary surgeons who have staffed Sri Lanka's government veterinary service, private clinical practice, research institutions, and regulatory bodies for over 4 decades. The academic and clinical infrastructure at this faculty is available for your daughters and sons. Dear students, the degree you have enrolled for has a defined structure, clearly stated requirements, and recognized professional outcomes. What you make of it over the next 5 years depend on the quality and consistency of your engagement with the program. I wish you a productive and academically sound 5 years. On behalf of the academic staff of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, I welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. At this moment, we are pleased to proceed with the official launch of the student handbook for the batch 2024-2025. The handbook has been carefully prepared to guide students through their academic journey and university life within the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science.
May we now invite the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya for the official launch of the student handbook.
Thank you very much, sir. We would now like to invite Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ranjit Pallegama, the Dean Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Dr. Anil Kanupahana, all other Deans of Faculties, the President of the Sri Lanka Veterinary Council, Professor Sampath Lakugalapati, the Chief Medical Officer, the heads of the departments of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, my academic colleagues, most importantly, the new entrants who are stepping into this great university today, their parents, relatives, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, once again, let me welcome the cohort of nearly 100 students belonging to 2024-2025 batch to Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science as well as to University of Peradeniya, which is a pioneering seat of higher learning in this country, established way back in 1942. And we are celebrating 84th anniversary this year by July 1st. And the best ranked university in this country across all 17 national universities, public universities. And the amount of resources, both human and physical, cannot be matched with the resources of any other university in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, dear students, we have 9 faculties. In addition, we have many centers, 20 centers, religious places, playgrounds, gymnasium, Olympic size swimming pool, so many other facilities. That is for you to enjoy all these facilities and become a complete citizen by the time when you step out of this place. So in that sense, you have made the right choice. And there are few questions that you and your parents do have. So I will, within the next 10-15 minutes, I will try to address those questions that you might have in your mind and your parents to the best of my ability. Number one question, any person who is in this bio stream, their primary goal is to enter the faculty of medicine. That is true, so did I decades ago. But at that time I thought that what is taught in the faculty of veterinary medicine and animal science, those days as I remember animal science part was not there, that it was very limited and narrow. But when I stepped into this great university, I found I was wrong. And as Dr. Anil Kalupahana correctly mentioned, veterinarians, they are not just treating companion animals, but they are taking care of the entire spectrum of animals except humans in this world. Fortunately, we don't have dinosaurs these days, but if dinosaurs were there, you are taking care of them as well, starting from fish, companion cats and dogs, then monkeys, donkeys, horses, farm animals, you name. Speechless group. My Professor Saman Nanayakkar, professor in anesthesiology and critical care, is in front of me, who is heading the Faculty of Medicine. Well, treating humans is nothing compared to treating animals because they are speechless animals. Humans, at least we can talk and explain what we suffer from and what our conditions are, at least to the best of our ability we can do. But animals, of course, they cannot do. Taking care of animal welfare and providing nutrition for the entire world. Our protein requirement is an adult 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram. Unfortunately, that protein requirement is not met in this country. Before COVID, one egg was just 15 rupees, 20 rupees maximum. Then afterwards, egg prices shot up to 50, 60, 70, up to 100. At that point, the government had to make a decision with the support of the Department of Animal Production and Health whether to import eggs from elsewhere. And chicken kilo, 1 kilo was 480 rupees pre-COVID, but it has gone beyond 100,000 rupees now. So our main protein source was egg, and the second protein source was canned fish. Again, canned fish prices pre-COVID 200, 300, shot up to 600, 700, 800. So nobody could afford to. So farm animal production and health is part of your curriculum. Understanding the importance of increasing the volume of learning, Faculty of Vet Medicine a few years ago raised the total span from 4 years to 5 years. That is to keep you on par with the rest of the world. And not only that, One Health concept, veterinarians are contributing a lot. There are so many zoonotic diseases that transmits from animals to humans and vice versa as well. So they are taking care of all this. You name anywhere in this world, you find veterinarians in almost in all these places. You go to AstraZeneca, the USA, you find veterinarians in the vaccine production divisions. You go to United Nations, WHO, NASA, you find our own veterinarians working in the very top level positions. So they bring a lot of glory to this small faculty, the smallest faculty in this university, but they are very specific, so very specific group. So your choice, despite the fact that you missed out Faculty of Medicine, you don't need to worry, and you have a great future. Can you name any veterinarian who is out of jobs in this country? It's very rare to find. They all are employed. In fact, right now we are producing only 100, approximately 100 veterinarians, but that number should be doubled, and faculty is aggressively working towards that. And I'm sure very soon we will be able to increase the intake by up to 200, so that we will be producing enough veterinarians to this country. That is the first question. Second question is whether we have a safe learning environment in this university. Yes, I do. We do have. We provide all the facilities, including the hostels. We do have the highest number of hostels in this country. 24 hostels. Out of 24, 22 hostels are here in Peradeniya. At the very beginning, you might not be able to be eligible to receive hostels, but in the years to come, definitely. And the hostels are nearly free of charge. We are paying 1,500 rupees for the entire year. So that is really like free of charge. And meals at a very subsidized rate. Right now it's 75 rupees. Very soon it will be 85 rupees. But that would be the cheapest meal prices in this country. Even if you compare with other universities, our meal prices are still low. And facilities like gymnasium, the grounds, there are 100 odd societies, unions, clubs for you to get uh, involved in and get mingled with other students from all other 8 faculties. So that is a golden opportunity that we have at University of Peradeniya because of this hostel life. When you go to hostels, you find the students from all other faculties, and you can make long-lasting, everlasting relationships with them. And I can remember during our time, we got mixed with those days. We had only 7 faculties, and right now, wherever we go in this world, we find our friends from all those 7 faculties. Now, one of my best friends from Faculty of Vet Medicine, who was parallel to me, I was in Canada a few weeks ago, and he is taking care of along with another 2 vets, he is taking care of the entire Ontario province. The size of the Ontario province is more than 16 times the area of Sri Lanka. So that is how big Ontario province is. And there are so many food processors operating in the Ontario province, especially meat processors. This veterinarian, a proud product of University of Peradeniya, very famous person, is taking care of the entire Ontario province along with 2 other veterinarians. So that is how they perform, and they always bring pride to this small nation, students. So I'm sure you will be one of them in the years to come. And how safe our environment is, whether there's any ragging, bullying, or harassment. Of course, we don't tolerate any type of harassment, any type of ragging, any type of bullying. We have a well-structured system. We have senior student counselors, marshals, deputy proctors, proctor. That system is very well in operation at Peradeniya, so therefore you don't need to have any worry over. In case you find any of these incidents, you are free to talk to any of these, including non-academic staff members. They are there to help you. Deputy Vice Chancellor is taking care of all student matters, and during the past few years, we have never received such a massive or extensive type of bullying, harassing, or ragging. And we have adopted zero ragging policy, zero tolerance towards ragging, and there's a Supreme Court order in operation since last July, and we strictly adhere to that Supreme Court order. So therefore, there cannot be any type of harassment, bullying, or ragging in this university. And mental health, we know that immediately in the aftermath of COVID and economic downturn and political turmoil, the psychological distress of our society increased for whatever reasons. And University of Peradeniya is of no exception. So we found many students falling into this category, and we established years ago under the Vice Chancellorship of the former Vice Chancellor, Professor Lamavansa, we established CAPSU. That is a dedicated unit to take care of psychological well-being of students. And along with that, Dr. Chandima, the Chief Medical Officer heading the health center, has started a number of different programs to take care of the student welfare. So please make sure you get the best out of this. You can reach out to CAPSU 24 hours by 7 and then over WhatsApp. There's a hotline, and also you can visit during the daytime. So all these facilities are for you. And Faculty of Vet Medicine, as Dr. Kalupahana mentioned, it was devastated. 3 departments were washed off. The river is flowing close by. And river has brought a lot of beauty to the university because the university is nested between the Mahavali River flowing over here and the Hantana mountain range. That gave a lot of um, songs have arisen out of this picturesque beauty of this university, Peradeniya. But unfortunately, a river started attacking us on the November 27th last year. So as a result, there was a severe damage. It's estimated to be about 640 million rupees. But thanks to donors, thanks to alumni associations, especially WAP and others, and almost all batches who have graduated that have graduated from University of Peradeniya, they contributed us in addition to what the government has committed. So with these commitment from the government and the donations, we have done our best, and we have restored most of these buildings, and buildings are safe to be for reoccupancy. And that is why we even this building got inundated up to a height of about 13 feet, all repaired. And the thanks to the commitment of the student and staff, especially, they worked day and night. And I can remember we could not even reach this building from there. It was all under mud. The thickness was about 2 feet at different points, and we did not have adequate equipment available in the central province to clear up mud. So but due to the commitment, within 3-4 weeks we were able to get out of the mud and resume the faculty. So thanks for especially the staff, academic staff, non-academic staff, for their commitment, as well as the students. And most of the chemicals that were stored in these buildings, consumables, they got washed away to the river. And much of our equipment got damaged due to flooding. So therefore, we are trying our best to rebuild whatever that we got damaged and lost. So and we are planning to shift 3 departments plus a large animal hospital to a better location. So that is also in the pipeline. I'm sure we have already proposed this to the government, and I'm sure government will pick this up. And very soon, within next 2-3 years, we will be able to relocate these entities to a better place before you graduate, for sure. And so you don't need to have any fear of being bullied or ragged or harassed. And welfare, and this is remember, this is free education, free higher education in this country, and nowhere else you find free higher education in this world except for 3 countries. And Sri Lanka is within those 3 countries. So there are 2 other countries where higher education is given free. Education, of course, is free in most of the countries. So therefore, although we call this free education, somebody is paying for your tuition, for your all the expenses that you incur here at Peradeniya. So who are those? Those are our poor taxpayers. So you have to do the justice to these taxpayers by doing your best from day one. From day one today, you have no time to waste. Every minute you have to get the best out. Now at we have the best galaxy of teachers at vet medicine. They are not second to any expert in this world, and they are well trained in many parts of the from Australia, the US, UK, Japan, Korea. A well qualified galaxy of teachers that you do have. So the quality of teaching, quality of learning of this faculty is not second to quality of any other programs offered in vet medicine by any other university in the world. So said that, I wish and hope that you will have a very productive stay here. Just a few more things before I wind up. Since this is given free, it is your prime duty to safeguard this free education for generations to come. How can you do that? Not by coming to the streets and coming to the Senate and going to the Galaha Junction and have placards and displays that protect free education, protect free education. That is total pure rubbish. How you protect the free education is from day zero, you get the best out of this place, get out of this place and do work for the country and the society or elsewhere. That's up to you. And you will be our brand ambassadors. That is how you should protect free education, not by holding placards or having red and black uh, polythene sheets on the streets. That is not the way to protect free education. You have to prove that the free education you are getting, you are making use it to the best of your ability. That is the only way. And few more things. One thing is that don't think that since the Mahaveli River is flowing nearby, we are getting water free of charge. No, we are paying a huge bill. And electricity, we are paying a huge bill. So make sure when you are using in the classroom, laboratory, or in the your hostel, make sure turn off unwanted fans, lights, etc. So save money, save electricity, save water. That's one of your prime duties. And also don't waste anything. Don't bring plastic, polythene. That's going to be a big problem for university. Lunch sheets. Minimize the use of these and protect our environment. And work with the societies. We have many societies working to protect the environment. Work with them, get experience. And if you feel that your English knowledge is not good enough, because I'm sure most of you have done your A levels in your mother tongue, and when you come here, there's a big drastic difference. That tuition education is not happening here. Don't expect our great professors and lecturers to be tuition masters. No, they wouldn't do that. Learning is your job. They will give materials, they will do the lectures, they will do the clinicals, practical, and recommend the books. It is up to you to earn the credits. Don't expect the tuition type education here. The second thing is the language. In Sri Lanka, English language is taught right from the Montessori. So now you are 18, 19 years old, you should be able to handle. And to supplement, the faculty is offering English language teaching program. So make use of that. Unless you are a good communicator, your professionalism will not bring anything towards you, because you have to be a good communicator by the time you graduate. So make use of that opportunity. English program is offered. Not only English, other languages are also taught. Tamil, Sinhala. And even if you want to learn Chinese, you step into career guidance unit, they offer Chinese programs. And we are trying to establish French program at Classical Languages Faculty of Arts. I have asked them to keep it open for all students so that any others can from other faculties can also make use of this. So language should not be a barrier. I know our Chinese friends in China, they don't need to use English because everything they have all technology. Even Google, they don't need to use Google. They have their own platforms. Anything you name, they have in Chinese. But still, when the Chinese students go to Western countries, English speaking countries, they pick up the language in less than 1 year and they teach English to Westerners. That is nothing but the commitment. So if you have the commitment, there's nothing that you cannot do. You can. Why in Sri Lanka, right from the Montessori, kindergarten English is taught. If you come here and you say you cannot speak English, you cannot comprehend English, something wrong in this education system, ladies and gentlemen. And one word to our parents, your dream has come true. You have been dreaming to send your child to one of the best universities in this country. So the dream has been materialized, realized today. But don't think that your commitment is over. Yes, you are at the good hands of this faculty and the university. We will take care of them, but it is your duty to keep in touch with them. Check their progress, where they are in the hostels or they are residing outside. If they are residing whether in the hostels or outside, where do they stay with? Their progress. You might not be familiar with GPA system, but still you can check with them their progress. And if you have any doubts, reservations, you can call the uh, dean of the faculty, registrar, anybody. You have that option. So the drug menace is in the country. I don't need to hide anything. Time to time you see on media that unfortunately our society has been the drug menace, narcotics has been a big issue in this country. And University of Peradeniya, we are trying our best to minimize this, but still I cannot say that there are no drugs in this university. Drugs, narcotics, I mean, not the pharmaceuticals. So we have zero tolerance. We have caught very few students. They will be expelled from this university very soon. So therefore, we don't tolerate. If anyone is addicted or using drugs, right from today, you have to stop. We don't tolerate the use of drugs or selling drugs, distribution, all 100% banned. In case we find we have no mercy, we'll chase them away from the university. And uh, so we are monitoring your discipline. Don't get caught into these wrong hands. To protect the free education, I am reiterating what you should do is to get the best out of this faculty, get the best out of this university. Not only your main course stream, your main program, but there are so many other things for you to learn: sports, societies, clubs, languages, martial arts, so many things. The world is open for you. So don't have second thoughts that you have come to the wrong faculty. No, you have come to the right faculty. Get the best and be the best veterinarian in this world. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. To add color and vibrance to today's proceedings, we have organized a cultural performance which will be performed by your seniors.
Thank you very much for that wonderful performance. For many years, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science has recognized and celebrated students who have demonstrated exceptional academic excellence in the BVSc degree program. To honor such achievements and to encourage the future students to excel in their academic work, the faculty has been conferring medals and awards at the welcome ceremony.
May we now invite the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, to present the awards. M.P. Seneviratna Gold Medal for Excellence in Veterinary Parasitology, Ms. J.J.M.D.G. Jayasundara. The Astron Scholarship for Academic Excellence, Miss JJMDG Jayasundara. Miss KMDS Dasanayaka.
Thank you very much, sir. We have now come to another important juncture in the program. Within the space of this program, we extend an invitation to an award winner to address the gathering. We do this to honor the achievements of the student and to inspire the young undergraduates to do well in their academics. This year, the award winner who will address the gathering is Miss Devmini Jayasundara from the 1920 batch. Miss Devmini Jayasundara has a very impressive academic record and is an exemplary young undergraduate we have. Sister, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. The Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Sciences, deans from the other faculties, distinguished guests, special invitees, respected lecturers, non-academic staff members, proud parents, and our new batch of entrants to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science. A warm welcome to all of you. It is truly an honor to stand here today as one of the award recipients of this faculty and share a few words with all of you who are just beginning this beautiful journey. Few years back, I was sitting exactly where you are now, very nervous, excited, confused, hopeful, and wondering what this university journey would bring into my life. And today, looking back at this journey, I can confidently say that entering this faculty was one of the best decisions of my life. When I first entered the faculty, I thought veterinary medicine was simply about treating animals. But over the years, I realized it is far more than that. As veterinary students, we are trained not only to heal animals, but also to protect communities and contribute to society in ways many people do not even realize. And today, as I look at all of you, I see future veterinarians, brilliant surgeons, researchers, wildlife experts, entrepreneurs, leaders, because veterinary medicine is not just a degree, but a world full of endless possibilities. And it's one of the broadest and most diverse professions in the world. So, my advice to all of you is explore those opportunities. Stay curious. Never limit yourself to only one path. University is the place where you discover not only your profession but also yourself. This field is vast, challenging, and sometimes could be overwhelming. But that is also what makes it beautiful. Every day teaches you something new, whether it is inside a lecture hall, a laboratory, a practical session at a farm, or during field visits. While academics are extremely important, university life is not only about lectures and good grades. The University of Peradeniya is one of the most prestigious and beautiful universities in the world. and it offers you countless opportunities beyond academics. Take advantage of them. Personally, one of the most meaningful experiences I had during university was serving as the Director of Community Service of the Rotary Club for the year 2023, where I had the privilege of working with incredible people to serve communities and make a difference beyond these university walls. Through those experiences, I learned that true leadership is not about titles. It is about service, empathy, and the ability to uplift others. It showed me that success is not only measured by grades, but also by the impact we make on people around us. So take every opportunity this faculty offers you. Join societies, play sports, volunteer, perform, lead projects, build friendships. Yes, you will fail sometimes, but learn from it and grow from it. At the same time, please always be kind and supportive to one another. Every single person here is fighting a battle that others may know nothing about. Some may struggle academically, some emotionally, some financially, and some silently. A little kindness can go a very long way. So be kind to one another. Share your knowledge. Share your notes. Teach your friends. Celebrate each other's victories. One day, the people sitting next to you today may become your lifelong friends, your future colleagues, or even the people who help you through your hardest moments in life. Always remember that success in university is never a journey you walk alone. So help each other and encourage each other. One thing university can sometimes create is an unhealthy competition. But I want all of you to remember that you're not in a race against one another. Everyone has their own pace, their own journey, and their own timing. Someone else's success does not take away yours. So never compare yourself with others. Focus on growth, not comparison. Support your friends when they succeed and trust that your own time will come too. Before I end, I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to my family, to my father for always being my strength, my protector, and the person who taught me perseverance. To my mother for her endless sacrifices, unconditional love, and for believing in me even during moments when I doubted myself. To my sisters for always encouraging me and standing beside me throughout this journey. I would also like to sincerely thank our lecturers and non academic staff for guiding us patiently, challenging us to grow, and shaping us into future veterinarians. Your dedication goes far beyond teaching. To the new batch, welcome once again to this incredible journey. Make the most out of every opportunity this university gives you. Learn passionately, dream fearlessly, help others, and enjoy every moment of this beautiful university life. And finally, I would like to end my speech with a little quote. Success is not measured by how far you go alone, but by how many people you inspire and uplift along the way. To our new batch once again, welcome to one of the most challenging yet rewarding journeys of your life. Embrace every opportunity, believe in yourselves, and make this faculty proud. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those inspiring words. At this moment, we would like to invite the President of the Veterinary Students' Council, Mr. Tharaka Randunu, to address the gathering. Sorry, the President of the Veterinary Students' Union to address the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. Thank you everyone for being here with us today. The Vice Chancellor of University of Peradeniya, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Peradeniya, the Dean Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, the Deans of other faculties, distinguished guests, heads of the departments, academic staff members, parents and brothers and sisters from the batch 2024 and 2025. On behalf of the Student Union of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome the batch 24-25 to our university and especially to our esteemed faculty. Today, you have the incredible opportunity not only to enter the finest university in the country, but also to be a part of the only faculty that impart knowledge in the veterinary medicine. With the introduction of 5-year curriculum, I firmly believe that you will be groomed into highly skilled and competent veterinary medical professionals. I must emphasize that apart from excelling academically, you will have the opportunity to actively participate in sport, aesthetics, and explore various art forms, literature, nature, and the environment. The freedom and opportunities provided to engage in these activities make the University of Peradeniya a true universal village. As the Veterinary Student Union, we organize a series of impactful programs each year, such as Sangida Pamula Social Care Program, Blood Donation Camps, Vet Gi Padura, Vet Games, also Vala Satya. Additionally, we arrange scholarship programs annually to support those need of financial aid. I strongly encourage you to actively participate in these programs, enabling you to contribute to society while reaping maximum benefits. It is crucial to acknowledge that free education enables determined students from even most rural areas of our country to access quality education. While enjoying the privilege of the free education, I urge to you to recognize your duty and responsibility to safeguard the freedom of future generation. Let us as students commit ourselves to protect and preserve the essence of the free education for all students. Together, we are bound by a strong sense of brotherhood transcending mere individual needs. ඉතින් අද දිනේ මේ ෆැකල්ටි අපේ පශු වෛද්‍ය පීඨයට පැමිණෙන නංගියේ මල්ලියේ ඔබටත් කියන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනයේ දිනවීම ඉතා අපහසු කාර්යයක් වෙන එය රැක ගැනීම ඔබට බාරයි. ඉතින් මේ කුළුඳුලේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල භූමියට පානගෙන මගේ ආදරණීය නංගියේ මල්ලියේ පළමුව ඉගෙන ගන්න හොඳ විද්‍යාර්ථයෙකු වන්න, දෙවනුව ඉගෙන ගන්න හොඳ පුරවැසියෙකු වන්න, තෙවනුව ඉගෙන ගන්න නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනය සුරකින්න. Thank you.
Thank you very much. An occasion of this nature becomes successful only through the collective efforts and dedication of many individuals. We would now like to invite Dr. Shashi Seneviratna from the Department of Basic Veterinary Science to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Tikshana. Good morning, Honorable Chief Guest, Vice Chancellor, University of Peradeniya, distinguished guests, colleagues, dear students and parents. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee as we conclude this welcoming ceremony of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science. An event like this becomes successful because of the support and contribution of many individuals. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the chief guest, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor Terence Madhujit, for being with us today despite his busy schedule. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to welcome our new students and for your valuable words of guidance. My sincere thanks also goes to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ranjit Pallegama, Deans of other faculties, and the President of the Sri Lanka Veterinary Council, Professor Sampath Lokugalapatti, for joining with us today to welcome our new students. I would also like to thank the Chief Medical Officer, the Director of Physical Education. Your support and guidance will be invaluable to our students throughout their university life. Thank you for your dedication and service. Events like this do not happen overnight. Planning began several months ago, and we were fortunate to have the guidance and the leadership of the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Dr. Anil Kalupahana. Sir, thank you for your encouragement, support, and leadership in making this event a success. I would also like to thank all heads of departments and the academic and non-academic staff members of the faculty for their continuous support and for hard work in organizing the venue and making all necessary arrangements. We greatly appreciate your commitment and effort. I would also like to acknowledge the University Webmaster and his team, Mr. Ganganath, Mr. Shamil, who work behind the scenes to ensure the smooth running of this program. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the coordinator of the orientation program, Dr. Chinta Premachandra, and her team, and the coordinator of the faculty English language teaching unit, Mr. Indrajidi Soisa, and his team for their valuable contribution. A special thank goes to our wonderful compeers, Ms. Kajini, Mr. Tikshana, for conducting today's program so gracefully. I would also like to thank our talented dancing team and Mr. Samira and the team for the decorations, which added color and beauty to this event. My sincere thank goes to the farm manager, Ambevela Livestock Company Limited, and Professor Anil Pushpakumara for arranging fresh flowers for the decorations. And I would also like to thank the lead veterinarian at the New Anthony's Farm Private Limited, Dr. Lahiru Sandaruwan, for sponsoring the docket. Finally, I would like to thank the parents and students of batch 2024 and 2025. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey, and we are delighted to welcome you to the only veterinary faculty in Sri Lanka. While apologizing if I have unintentionally missed someone who contributed to the success of this event, I would leave our new students with a simple message. As you begin this new chapter, welcome every challenge as a chance to learn and grow. Stay curious, work hard, and follow your passion for animal health and welfare. With dedication and commitment, you can make a positive difference in the lives of animals, your community, and in the world. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, madam. You have entered the university in a crucial time. The world is facing an unprecedented economic, social, and political upheavals. Countries like Sri Lanka are suffering with depletion from foreign reserves, high exchange rates, and rise in inflation. The development discourse has taken a different turn, which only includes the capital owners.
Therefore, let us hope that you will turn out to be productive citizens of this state and will work toward the betterment of this nation. We wish you strength, wisdom, and success as you begin the journey at the University of Peradeniya. With that, please rise for the national anthem.
Thank you. There are few announcements to be made. The refreshments will now be served for the guests and the academic staff members outside this auditorium. And the refreshments for the students will be served inside the auditorium. The students are kindly requested to proceed to the examination hall of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science for the mentor-mentee program scheduled at 10:30 a.m. Students, please remain seated until the guests leave the hall. Few announcements to the students. The students are kindly requested to proceed to the examination hall of the faculty for the mentor-mentee program scheduled at 10:30 a.m. And the parents are kindly informed that an address by the deputy